Hey everybody, Bill Greenwich here. I'd like to weigh in on a subject that affects each and every one of us as American citizens, and that is the imposition of tariffs on goods imported from China. Now, yes, it's true. Tariffs have been imposed on goods being imported from other countries, but I'd like to focus on those coming from China specifically, and for this reason. While the people in our own government chose to spend the past several decades making our national focus the perpetual expansion of an already bloated military war machine, China and the Chinese people made their focus, among other things, the establishing of themselves as the manufacturing epicenter of the world. As a result, a number of our own businesses, American companies, outsourced their entire manufacturing base to China. Everything from the smartphones we use, appliances, all manner of electronics, not to mention over 90% of the medications we use, all manufactured in China. There's two very harmful things that are happening as a result of what President Trump is doing. On the one hand, the imposition of these tariffs result in additional costs added not to China. China is not who pays these tariffs. It is the American businesses who sell products that are manufactured in China and that import them here. It's the domestic importer that pays tariffs. This is how tariffs function. Those American businesses then have to pass those additional costs onto us, the American consumers. It is literally a lose-lose situation for us. President Trump is personally immune to the consequences of these reckless decisions of his. Further, the power of taxation, which, again, tariffs are a tax. For anyone that didn't know, tariffs are a tax. The power of taxation has been delegated exclusively to Congress, according to the Constitution of the United States of America. Article 1, Section 8. Power of taxation exclusively to Congress. Now, there has been an executive order on the part of President Trump declaring us, that is our country, to be in a state of emergency, and therefore he is justified in having, basically usurped and is exercising a power that is not delegated to the executive branch by the Constitution, by, declaring capriciously our country to be in a state of emergency. And so therefore he's taking that as a justification to basically exercise any power, whether it's his legitimately to exercise or not. The imposition of these tariffs fall into that category. A power not delegated to the president, and that he is not justified in exercising to begin with. On behalf of myself and any other concerned American citizen, I call on the members of Congress to bring an end to this usurpation on the part of President Trump of this power delegated exclusively to Congress, bring an end to these terrorists. Many Americans have already begun to lose their jobs. We are headed on a catastrophic course economically. Again, President Trump is personally immune to the consequences of his decisions. If he wants, tomorrow he could walk away from all of this and retire to Mar-a-Lago and spend his days golfing and flying around on his private jets, while we're left to figure out how to cope with the disastrous consequences of this and any other decision that he might wake up tomorrow and decide he wants to make. Again, I call on members of Congress to bring an end to this through force of law. That's all I have to say for now.